Pulaski County, Arkansas, May 15, 2024. The driver, identified as Aaron Sadler, was operating a yellow Dodge Challenger on Scott Hamilton. When signaled to stop for reckless driving, Sadler pretended to pull over but suddenly sped off, heading straight toward a stopped school bus.
Put it in park.
I'm going to be a visitor.
Turn the vehicle off.
Save that on 850-556. It's going to be looking for that good Mercedes. It's going to be a Dodge Charger. 10-9-28.
Turn off the vehicle.
850-556.
Troopers executed two tactical maneuvers. The first spun the Challenger around, but Sadler continued fleeing, plowing through the yard of a home and causing damage. The second maneuver spun the car again and pushed it into a ditch, where it struck a sign and came to a complete stop. Sadler abandoned the vehicle with a large backpack but was quickly apprehended. Inside the car and backpack, officers found marijuana, promethazine, multiple THC products, and over $3,700 in cash. Sadler is now being held at the Pulaski County Jail, facing charges ranging from possession with intent to distribute to fleeing, reckless driving, and criminal mischief. Little Rock, Arkansas, July the 7th, 2024. While assisting with street racing enforcement, officers observed a black Toyota Camry run a red light at the intersection of Forsh Dam Pike and I-440. When pursued, the car was clocked at 88 miles per hour in a 65 zone, weaving erratically. Driver Giovanni Mosley initially drove near the speed limit, but then accelerated. Before the situation escalated further, officers closed in from the passenger side and executed a pit maneuver. The Camry spun out, struck a concrete barrier, and came to a stop.
Okay, I'm passing the 30 now.
Mosley fled on foot, repeatedly reaching toward his waistband and discarding a bag of marijuana under a bridge. After being subdued, he was transported for medical evaluation and then booked into the Pulaski County Jail. Mosley now faces charges including fleeing, possession of controlled substances, tampering with evidence, running a red light, speeding, and unsafe lane changes. North Little Rock, July 6, 2024. North Little Rock police pursued a red Chevrolet pickup after the driver failed to comply with a traffic stop. The vehicle continued around 40 miles per hour along East Broadway, disregarding busy intersections. Arkansas State Police joined in, attempting 2 pit maneuvers, but the suspect managed to recover and keep going.
Not yet. It's got a flat tire, so it's kind of hard to spin it, but it's doing about 40 miles an hour, light traffic.
I'll wait till we get
40, turning south on the Broadway Bridge.
While crossing the Broadway Bridge, Sergeant Gabe Monroe executed a third pit maneuver successfully, spinning the truck 360 degrees into a concrete barrier where it came to a complete stop.
I don't get that.
Put it in the wall. What?
The driver, 63-year-old Wendell Bernard Jackson, was taken into custody at the scene. Jackson faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing by vehicle, possession of drug paraphernalia, driving on a suspended license, operating an unregistered vehicle, defective tail lights, and several other traffic violations. North Little Rock, Arkansas, May 18, 2022. Police spotted a silver Toyota Camry driven by Marcus Scott, who was not wearing a seatbelt, exiting I-30 at Roosevelt. When signaled to stop, Scott accelerated away, ran a red light, and re-entered I-30 East, reaching speeds up to 129 miles per hour.
Back on to 30 East, occupied 2 times, 2 buttons. Stay forward. Copy the construction.
Speeds medium, speeds 60 or 70.
Copy, and we're patched in with Little Rock and North Rock.
He weaved dangerously, lost control while trying to exit onto I-40, struck a sign, and overturned. Scott was severely injured and died at the scene.
Just wrecked out. Start at 1016.
10-4, north interchange.
Yeah, 10-4. It's a rollover.
Copy.
Anybody else in the car? Anybody else in the car?
Passenger Dior Cox escaped the vehicle carrying 15 grams of marijuana. A search of the car uncovered a Glock 23 with a 21-round magazine, an additional spare magazine, a 9mm magazine, along with a backpack containing digital scales and about 116 grams of marijuana. In total, 130 grams were seized. Cox was arrested and charged with possession of marijuana with a firearm, along with distribution-related offenses. Court records show he accepted a plea agreement and was sentenced to 1 year of probation. West Memphis, Arkansas, night of June 22, 2024. West Memphis police pursued a gray Dodge Caravan with Mississippi plates on I-40. The vehicle sped over 100 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and ignoring all signals to stop.
All right, I'll be with him. D23, I'm primary.
The pursuit ended when officers executed a tactical stop, causing the caravan to spin out and crash into a concrete barrier before coming to rest in the middle of the interstate. The suspect, Theon Rashad Loveberry, fled on foot across several lanes but was quickly apprehended in a nearby tree line. He was transported for medical treatment after sustaining injuries from falling on the roadway at high speed. The vehicle was towed from the scene, and Loveberry now faces multiple charges related to fleeing and reckless driving. Little Rock, Arkansas, May 22, 2024. A Little Rock officer spotted a gray Chevrolet Cruze traveling northbound on I-430 with the passenger side headlight out. When signaled to stop, the driver pulled into a gas station at John Barrow and Canis but quickly sped off eastbound on Canis Road.
Guy, you're about to have a bad day, dude. At 14 there, it looks like we're gonna get back on Canis going eastbound. Now stand by.
10-4. 12 headed this lady from Rodney Barrow.
10-4.
Driver, turn the car off. Turn the car off. Turn the car off. Don't take off, I'm gonna pitch you out. Turn the car off.
16 taken that way.
While fleeing at about 60 miles per hour, the driver turned onto Michael Drive, where officers executed a pit maneuver. The Cruze spun out, struck a tree, and came to a stop.
Very much being transition 3 from 14, second 7.
TDI, Canis, and Michael. Hey, you better stop right there!
The driver fled on foot into nearby woods and escaped, despite multiple supporting units responding. A search of the car revealed paperwork under the name of Justin Walker, who had recently purchased the vehicle from its former owner. Police identified Walker as the suspect, and he now faces an active warrant with charges including fleeing by vehicle, driving with a suspended license, no seatbelt, and defective headlight.
Take the 3.
Van Buren, Arkansas, December 16th, 2023. Police spotted a black Chrysler 200 driving recklessly on southbound I-540 toward Fort Smith. When signaled to stop, the driver accelerated, weaving through traffic and even using the shoulder and grassy median to flee.
Behind you, I was at the 0.
We're coming up to exit 3 right now. Exit 3. Speed 99. Passing in the median.
He may lose it there.
Speed to 100. Unfortunately, coming up 29, trying to get it back to medium.
10-4.
Yeah, we got a little bit of heavy traffic up here. Trying to get these boxed in a little bit.
As the car slowed while crossing a bridge, officers executed a pit maneuver, forcing the Chrysler to a stop.
17, hold the traffic back there, hold the traffic back there. Take it out, 45.
Hands up, motherfucker! One step out! One step out now! My car's gonna be
Three suspects were arrested immediately afterward. A backpack recovered at the scene contained approximately 226 grams of marijuana and 446 grams of methamphetamine. The driver was identified as Anthony Brownotter, with passengers Jasmine Page and Joshua Shepard. All three now face serious charges, including fleeing, drug trafficking, possession of drug paraphernalia, and tampering with evidence. Brownotter also faces additional charges for reckless driving and improper signaling. Little Rock, Arkansas, July 15, 2023. Arkansas State Police assisted the Little Rock Police Department in pursuing a reported stolen Porsche Cayenne driven by a man wearing a red hoodie. The chase unfolded around Baseline Road and Stagecoach before heading toward I-430.
Back to our channel, please.
Hey, we're going back on Stagecoach towards 430.
Trooper Williams attempted multiple intervention maneuvers, but the heavy all-wheel drive SUV managed to recover each time. The final pit maneuver forced the vehicle across a grassy area and to a stop in the middle of the interstate.
Right here in front of the gas station. Possibly stop right here and interchange the I'll be sitting after right front north and I'll be trying to help take calls. I'm trying to get this thing hit. Copy, getting back on the 430.
The driver and two passengers immediately fled on foot across I-430. Williams pursued and arrested the driver in a nearby wooded area. Close to where the suspect was captured, officers recovered a Glock 34 with an extended magazine and an illegal switch converting it to fully automatic fire. Both the firearm and the driver were turned over to the Little Rock Police Department, while the 2 passengers remain at large. Grant County, Arkansas, November 27, 2024. Police were called to assist with a gray Dodge Challenger driving recklessly at high speeds on I-530 northbound. The car repeatedly made improper lane changes before merging onto I-30.
I-30 Mountain Road. We're 1037, 9 primary, I'm secondary, I'll call it. We're eastbound on 30, speeds are 120, light traffic. Crossing the river bridge, we had 1 failed CDI.
The pursuit ended when officers closed in and performed a pit maneuver, spinning the Challenger and stopping it against a concrete barrier. The driver jumped out, ran on foot across the guardrail toward Highway 13 and Locust, and left behind the passenger, who was the vehicle's owner.
Light traffic.
One running down towards the side. Get out of the car. You got any weapons in here? Get out of the car. Hey, can y'all stay with her?
The car was towed while the driver's identity remains under investigation as the passenger refused to cooperate with police. West Memphis, Arkansas, May 10th, 2024. A state trooper spotted a silver Volkswagen speeding on I-40 before it exited into the Southland Casino. When ordered to stop, the driver made a U-turn and fled, nearly striking a pedestrian before re-entering the interstate and accelerating to more than 130 miles per hour.
Turn on the service road.
Turn on service road.
Okay.
80, light traffic. We're going 40. We're going to go 40.
Second 48, second 48.
117 coming up on MLK.
On I-40, the vehicle collided with a West Memphis police unit, forcing Detective C. Langston to execute a vehicle intervention, causing the car to spin out and stop off the roadside.
Get on the ground! 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 Lay down! Lay down!
I'm on you. All right. I'm going hands on. You got a light?
I'm trying to get my girl, bro. I'm trying to get my girl.
Give me a hand. Give me the other hand.
I'm fucked up, man. I fucked up, man.
Roll up.
I don't run for nothing. I ain't have nothing, bro. I've been too
Get up.
I've been too uncalled.
The driver, Thomas Lewis Jr., was arrested at the scene. Inside the car, officers found an open bottle of Jack Daniels and a pill container with white powder, later confirmed not to be a controlled substance. Lewis admitted to drinking earlier. A blood alcohol concentration test taken 4 hours later showed 0.0045%. His driver's license was suspended. Lewis now faces multiple charges, including fleeing, reckless driving, driving while intoxicated, driving on a suspended license, no insurance, and an open container violation. North Little Rock, June 26, 2024. North Little Rock police attempted to stop a vehicle after the driver failed to obey a stop sign, and the registered owner was found to have an active warrant. When the driver accelerated away, Arkansas State Police Trooper Glover joined the pursuit.
Stop sign. That's what I said.
That's okay, sorry. Let's keep this finish up there. Let's keep that thinking. By driving. Yeah, everything. Ready for shit that's working here. Speed 400, stop traffic.
Taking the 141. Passing 6th Street southbound. Coming up on Broadway. We're going eastbound on Broadway. Turning into the Shell station. Scratch that.
The chase led into a construction zone where Glover executed a pit maneuver to force the vehicle to stop.
Failed TVI. TVI.
Show me your hands! Hands up! Hands up!
The driver, 28-year-old Nathaniel Burton, was arrested and charged with felony fleeing by vehicle, driving on a suspended license, failure to signal, speeding more than 15 miles per hour over the limit, and reckless driving. Burton was released on a $500 bond and has pled not guilty to all charges. Wynne, Arkansas, April 5th, 2024. The driver, identified as Adam Walker, a Florida resident, was spotted traveling 105 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone on US 64. When signaled to stop, Walker initially slowed but then accelerated, weaving at triple-digit speeds and forcing multiple vehicles off the road.
David X-ray Edward Henry. 1-1 David X-ray Edward Henry.
Now returning to Malone accurate.
We're coming up on the best. 1-1 David X-ray Edward Henry. 1-1 David X-ray Edward Henry. It's a Florida tag.
The chase continued through the city of Wynne, with Walker refusing to stop until troopers attempted a first pit maneuver, which was unsuccessful.
He just brake checked, man. I'm not rear-ended him, but we're still going.
Alright, he just crashed into me. We're coming up to the desk.
Let me get over. Go ahead.
We're 64. We're just east of the Lango River Basin right now.
Hey, we got strangers up ahead. Watch out. 10-4.
115 coming up to the Lango River Basin.
115 coming to Lango River Basin.
Still westbound, speed approximately 130 miles an hour.
A second pit maneuver succeeded, spinning the Chrysler out and sending it into a ditch where it came to a stop.
Still westbound, speed approximately 130 miles an hour.
TBI, TBI, TBI.
GVI.
TBI.
Force ready.
Get a fucking grip! Motherfucker! Get his arm! Get his arm! Hey, somebody got cuffs! Grab cuffs! I've got an arm!
Get cuffs, Ethan. Get cuffs.
Motherfucker!
One cuff on. One cuff. I've got an arm.
Walker abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot, resisting as officers struggled to detain him, but was eventually handcuffed after a scuffle. A passenger in the vehicle was also detained. Walker now faces multiple serious charges, including fleeing, aggravated assault, resisting arrest, reckless driving, and driving without a valid license.
North Little Rock, Arkansas, January 30th, 2023. A reported stolen SUV was located and confronted by Arkansas State Police, with K-9 unit Fur missile on scene. When officers signaled the driver to stop, he ignored the order and sped off, sparking a pursuit through city streets.
There's no unit got in. It looks like a green. I don't know if it's State or somebody else. Yeah, that was 71.
The driver weaved dangerously, forcing officers to deploy a stopping tactic. After a precise pit maneuver, the SUV spun off the roadway, struck trees, and came to a halt.
Pit. Pitted right after the 11. Here! State police, stay on! Get out of the car with your hands in there! Get out of the car with your hands in there! Get out of the car, you will be bit! Hey, kill the sirens! Kill the sirens! Kill the sirens! Come to me! Get on the fucking ground! Crawl to me! Crawl to me, Mulligan! Alex, I'm on you! Mulligan! Get on the fucking ground! Get Get on the ground. One more in the car. Get on the ground. You're gonna get dog bit. Get on the ground. I'm gonna send my fucking dog. Get on the ground. Chase, one more in the car. One more in the car. One more in the car, Chase. You better get on the fucking ground. I'm fixing to let this dog bite you. You understand me?
The suspects inside exited one by one and were subdued and arrested at the scene. K9 Fur Missile also assisted in the apprehension.
North Little Rock, Arkansas, night of April 5th, 2023. Trooper Zachary Means observed a silver Chevrolet Malibu traveling 75 miles per hour on US 165. When lights and sirens were activated, the driver, Travis T. Holmes, ignored them and fled, reaching speeds between 90 and 120 miles per hour, crossing into oncoming lanes and nearly causing head-on collisions.
For 2016 gray Chevrolet Malibu.
You need to figure out something to do to end it pretty quick to get into North Little Rock. It's going to be a little faster. I mean, going that fast through town. The address comes back to 41st Street in North Little Rock.
The pursuit continued through Humnoke, England, and Keogh before entering North Little Rock. At the intersection with AR 391, an Arkansas Highway Patrol unit executed a tactical stop, spinning the Malibu out and bringing it to a halt.
Pit.
The suspect fled on foot but was quickly subdued and taken into custody. He now faces multiple charges, including fleeing by vehicle and on foot, reckless driving, speeding, no registration, no insurance, and traffic signal violations. North Little Rock, Arkansas, January 10th, 2023. A driver fled from Arkansas State Police, sparking a tense pursuit through the streets of North Little Rock. The vehicle crossed medians, weaved through traffic, changed directions repeatedly, and nearly caused multiple crashes as the driver ignored commands to stop.
Roger, base 1064, person 863, you want 941, 1037
Troopers eventually executed a successful tactical maneuver, forcing the vehicle to spin out and come to a stop in a ditch.
Around the median.
Second hit.
Let me see your hands! Say hands in the air! Hands in the air! Hands in the air! Stop right there! Step out of the car and face away from me! Step out of the car with your hands up! Face away from me! Walk over here! Face away from me! Face away from me! Face! Oh, shut the fuck up! And lay on the ground! Lay on the ground! Lay on the ground! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Lay on the ground! Hey, listen, we can figure this out if you just get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! You're gonna get fucking tased! No! Get on the ground! Now! Get on the... Put your stomach on the ground! Put the stomach on the ground! Put your stomach on the ground! Put your stomach on the ground! Put your... Hey, we'll get you there, but you... Listen to me! Put your stomach on the ground!
I can't see to be picked up.
Put your stomach...
I don't give a fuck.
Your other hand. Let me see your other hand now. Let me get her other arm.
No, just get up.
Whoa.
Hey. Hey. It's crazy. Y'all want my boy more than me. What the fuck? It's crazy.
The driver resisted as officers pulled him from the car, but was quickly subdued and taken into custody at the scene. Details regarding injuries, charges, and legal status will be clarified in the official report. Texarkana, Arkansas, August 2nd, 2024. A state trooper observed a white Dodge Charger traveling at 121 miles per hour on I-49, passing recklessly and ignoring traffic signs.
Hey, Louisiana 670 George John Ida, show me 1037. Passing to 16. He slammed on his brakes and tried to get me to pass, and then he took back off, speeding back up to 90. Black male driver wearing a black shirt. I think he had a black hat on. He's got longer hair. I think he's the only one in the vehicle. Stand by for TBI. He is extremely reckless. It's going to be a hard time to do TBI on this one. You got a return on that 28?
on the curb.
1038 at the 13. Back on the road, 49 southbound at the 13. Every time I TBI, slams on his brakes and he crashed out that time, but he's still southbound. Ready and rifle. Come on. That's the 5 southbound, speed's 120. Tried for TBI the third time and he hit his brakes. We're passing the 2 southbound.
When the trooper attempted to close in, the driver, Xavier Javuan Wright, swerved into the patrol car at more than 115 miles per hour, forcing the officer to steer away and crash into the median and cable barrier, disabling the unit.
He's still southbound.
The Charger continued into Louisiana but later crashed in Rodessa. Wright and passenger Kennedy Harris were arrested at the scene. Wright faces charges of fleeing in a vehicle with risk of serious injury, aggravated assault, and second-degree assault on an officer, in addition to reckless driving and driving without a license in Louisiana. Little Rock, Arkansas, May 18, 2024. The pursuit began when Sherwood police attempted to stop a suspicious vehicle. The driver ignored lights and sirens, accelerating away and forcing officers to continue the chase. The suspect sped recklessly through residential streets, weaving at high speeds and nearly causing several crashes.
To 46 UFTC, and can you get a stop? That's the order for your trooper. You got vehicle description or anything?
To end the danger, officers executed a precise pit maneuver. The vehicle spun out of control and came to a stop in the roadway. Supporting units quickly moved in, removed the suspect, and secured him without further incident. The driver now faces multiple charges related to fleeing and reckless driving. Bryant, Arkansas, April 25th. 2024. Early in the morning, a white Chevy S10 led Saline County deputies on a high-speed chase along State Highway 183. The truck sped recklessly, even crossing into oncoming lanes and endangering other motorists.
Try to get stopped before it gets up to town.
TV off. Show me your hands. Crossfire! Crossfire! Show me your hands. Open this door now! Get out! Get out! Crossfire! Crossfire! Get out!
When the pursuit reached Bryant, ASP Trooper Jacob Bird took over and quickly executed a precise pit maneuver. The vehicle lost control, veered off the roadway, and came to a stop near the United Methodist Church. The driver was arrested at the scene and now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing, reckless driving, speeding, 6 counts of failure to obey traffic signals, and not wearing a seatbelt. North Little Rock, Arkansas, December 6, 2023. Police clocked a red sedan at 75 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour construction zone on I-30 West. When officers attempted a stop, the driver, Caleb Tharp, ignored commands, exited at Bishop Lindsay, and sped into a neighborhood at more than 60 miles per hour, running red lights and fleeing down Main Street. The pursuit ended when officers performed a pit maneuver, forcing the car into a concrete wall where it came to a complete stop. Tharp was taken into custody on scene without injuries. A search of the vehicle revealed a Glock 19 handgun, approximately 56 grams of marijuana, baggies for distribution, and a digital scale. Tharp was taken for medical evaluation before being booked into the Pulaski County Detention Center on multiple charges, including felony fleeing, drug possession, firearm possession, driving on a suspended license, and use of fictitious tags. Dallas County, Arkansas, July 4, 2025. Arkansas State Police attempted to stop a 2019 Buick Encore traveling 74 miles per hour in a 60 zone. The driver, identified as 54-year-old Patricia Ann Daniel of Bryant, continued southbound, weaving across lanes despite patrol units signaling her to pull over.
104758. 4758. Alright.
167 North Barondales. Blue Buick SUV, Arkansas 864 Young, Lincoln Z 864 YLZ.
104758.
CFS received. CFS comments headed.
Once traffic ahead was clear, Trooper James R. Reed executed a precise pit maneuver, causing the SUV to spin out, slide off the roadway, and come to a complete stop. Daniel was taken into custody without further incident.
TBI, TBI.
10-4 PBM.
Hey! Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Crawl out the passenger side. Crawl out the passenger side right now. What's your problem?
10-4. Nothing.
Why aren't you pulling over? Yeah. Come on.
She now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing by vehicle, criminal mischief, obstructing governmental operations, distracted driving, failure to yield to an emergency vehicle, speeding, and no liability insurance.
Hands up! Put your hands up right here! 38, one gun point.
Texarkana, Arkansas, April 7th, 2025. A Hyundai Tucson with Montana plates was spotted driving recklessly, nearly causing a head-on collision with a Texarkana police vehicle. When stopped, the driver, Philip West, who was believed to be armed with a knife, ignored commands and fled.
He's on 48. On the dead end of Bradley heading south.
The pursuit wound through several streets before West turned onto the dead end of Bradley Street. As the vehicle attempted to turn around, Arkansas State Police deployed a forced vehicle stop, bringing the Tucson to a halt. The suspect barricaded himself inside, shouting repeatedly for officers to shoot him, which forced police to deploy tear gas launchers.
Get your fucking hands up! Get your fucking hands up!
Hit me, come on, right
Put your
here.
hands
Hit
up!
me right here. Hit me right here. In the heart. Hands, both hands.
38, one at gunpoint, JPX deployed.
Both hands out the window.
Hey, get cover, get cover.
207 JPX deployed.
I gotta leave them, guys. I gotta leave them.
Alright, going hands up, going hands up.
24, 24.
Hey.
Where they at?
He was taken into custody safely and now faces charges including felony fleeing, aggravated assault on law enforcement, and refusal to submit to arrest. North Little Rock, January 30th, 2023. Police spotted a gray Hyundai Elantra with Florida plates speeding at more than 100 miles per hour on I-430 North. When officers attempted a stop, the driver, Alonzo Thompson, accelerated away on the wet roadway. A pit maneuver was attempted near the Rodney Parham exit, but Thompson braked hard to evade and continued fleeing at more than 115 miles per hour. At the Maumelle exit, he turned too sharply, struck the shoulder, and disabled the front wheel, forcing the car to stop. Thompson fled on foot but was later discovered hiding inside a dumpster near a Circle K. Passenger Antonio McClendon was arrested on an active felony warrant, while Kristen Bundy was released after questioning. Thompson was taken for medical evaluation before being booked into the Pulaski County Jail, facing multiple charges of felony fleeing and reckless driving. Little Rock, Arkansas, August 25th, 2023. Police attempted to stop a silver Toyota Camry on I-30 for obstructing traffic, but the driver, later identified as Stefan Staple, accelerated to flee. The car sped through a gas station, across a parking lot, and into several side streets in Geyer Springs with reckless driving.
I'm 36 Road. Final stop is the Shell off Geyer Springs.
Beautiful.
$10.37. Turn on window mirror. I got one on foot. Driver's still driving. He went at a house. He's trying to jump the fence.
The Camry eventually reached a dead end where officers executed a forced stop, bringing the vehicle to a halt.
Get out! Get on the ground! To a gunpoint. Get on fucking ground, dude. Come around. Let me see your hands. Just keep your hands up, okay? All right. On the ground. All the way. I know it's hot. Get all the way on the ground. Okay?
I'm gonna go to jail.
I don't know. Just stay right there, okay?
I ain't even driving. I'm just in the car, man.
Okay. So, can you hear me? No? Yeah. All right, here's what I want you to do, okay? I got to keep eyes on him, right? I'm by myself. So what I want you to do, while I can see your hands, you're going to crawl out that passenger side, and you're going to come over here with him. Do you understand me? Don't grab anything. Don't reach anything. You understand? Yeah, go ahead, set it down. I swear, don't reach.
I swear, for God, ain't no...
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Jump at this window.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. You can do that. That's fine. We're at the roundabout on Windermere. Got two at gunpoint. Just go ahead, lay down with him, okay? So what I want you both to do is put your hands behind your back and don't make any sudden movements, okay?
The rear seat passenger, Terrence Bailey, immediately surrendered with his hands raised, and Staple also complied afterward. The vehicle was towed from the scene. Bailey was released while Staple was booked into the Pulaski County Jail on charges of fleeing by vehicle, reckless driving, driving with a suspended license, and obstructing traffic.